welcome to episode 104 of your CySA Plus Prepcast. In this session, we begin our exploration of Domain 3, Incident Response and Management. As cybersecurity professionals, one of the most critical functions we must master is how to effectively respond to and recover from security incidents. These incidents can include everything from malware infections and ransomware to unauthorized access and data breaches. An organization's ability to prepare for, detect, contain, and recover from these threats can mean the difference between a minor disruption and a major operational crisis. By understanding the full life cycle of incident response and implementing structured processes at each phase, organizations can minimize damage, accelerate recovery, and build long-term resilience. Mastering this material is not only essential for your CySA Plus exam, it is also foundational for your day-to-day work as a security analyst. Let's start with a clear definition. Incident response refers to the structured process by which an organization identifies, manages, and resolves cybersecurity incidents. It's more than just reacting to threats. It involves planning ahead, building teams, rehearsing procedures, documenting incidents, and continuously improving based on lessons learned. Effective incident response ensures that organizations respond quickly and confidently to unexpected events while minimizing damage to data, systems, and reputation. Cybersecurity incidents can have severe consequences, from stolen data and business interruptions to regulatory violations and brand damage. The fallout from an uncontained incident can be far-reaching. Incident response is designed to reduce the scope of that fallout. By acting quickly and methodically, response teams can stop attackers midstream, contain compromised systems, and begin restoring operations before the incident escalates. The longer a threat remains undetected or unresolved, the greater the cost and complexity of recovery. That's why incident response is a core priority for every mature security program. The incident response lifecycle consists of 6 primary phases: preparation, detection and analysis, containment, eradication, recovery, and post-incident activity. Each phase has its own objectives and action items. Together, they create a repeatable framework for handling both minor security events and major cybersecurity breaches. Analysts must understand the flow of this life cycle and know how to apply specific tools, processes, and strategies within each stage to ensure a coordinated, effective response. The preparation phase lays the foundation for everything that follows. During this phase, organizations define their response policies, assemble response teams, assign roles and responsibilities, and develop response playbooks. Preparation also involves establishing secure communications channels, ensuring that tools like intrusion detection systems and log aggregators are in place, and training staff in both general awareness and specialized response functions. Preparation is not a one-time event. It must be continuously maintained and improved as new technologies are adopted and threat landscapes evolve. Detection and analysis focus on identifying that an incident has occurred and understanding what type of threat is involved. This phase depends heavily on monitoring tools such as security information and event management platforms, intrusion detection systems, endpoint telemetry, and threat intelligence feeds. Analysts must be skilled in recognizing unusual patterns, reviewing logs, correlating alerts, and triaging suspicious activity. The faster a potential incident is detected and analyzed, the more effective the response will be. Containment is the process of stopping the incident from spreading further. Depending on the nature of the attack, this could involve isolating infected systems, revoking compromised credentials, disabling network access, or deploying firewall rules to block malicious traffic. Containment decisions often require balancing security with business operations. Analysts must choose between short-term containment and long-term containment strategies, depending on the severity and context of the incident. Effective containment reduces the risk of lateral movement and data exfiltration. Eradication focuses on removing the threat from the environment entirely. This may involve wiping malicious code from systems, removing unauthorized user accounts, updating software to eliminate vulnerabilities, or restoring affected systems to known good states. Analysts also work to ensure that any root causes, such as misconfigurations or insecure access controls, are corrected. Eradication is often accompanied by intensive scanning and validation to confirm that the threat has been fully removed. Recovery brings affected systems and services back into normal operation. This phase includes restoring data from backups, reconfiguring systems, and conducting final validation steps. The goal is to resume business activities without reintroducing risk. Recovery plans must be tested and well documented to ensure they can be executed efficiently under pressure. Analysts verify that restored systems are free from infection and fully secured before they are reconnected to production network. Post-incident activity ensures that organizations learn from every event. Once an incident has been resolved, response teams conduct a thorough review to determine what happened, how it happened, and what can be done to prevent recurrence. This review includes root cause analysis, documentation of timelines and actions taken, assessments of containment effectiveness, and evaluations of communication processes. Lessons learned are incorporated into updated response playbooks, policy revisions, training plans, and technology improvements. Robust documentation is necessary at every phase. Analysts maintain detailed records of detection alerts, containment steps, communications, recovery timelines, and post-incident reviews. These records provide accountability, support compliance audits, and serve as reference material for future incidents. Documentation also supports knowledge sharing across teams and helps build institutional memory, ensuring that incident response improves over time. For more cyber-related content and books, please check out cyber-author.me. Also, there are more security courses on cybersecurity and more at baremetalcyber.com. To implement incident response effectively, organizations must prioritize incidents based on severity, potential business impact, and regulatory consequences. Not all security events require the same level of urgency or resource commitment. Analysts use defined criteria such as the type of affected systems, data sensitivity, attacker activity, and potential for service disruption to determine the response level. Prioritization ensures that limited time and personnel are directed toward the most critical issues first, reducing risk exposure and preventing escalation. Threat intelligence significantly enhances incident response capabilities. Analysts use threat intelligence feeds, vulnerability alerts, and attacker profiles to stay ahead of emerging threats. Intelligence helps contextualize events, such as linking an observed behavior to a known malware variant, or identifying indicators of compromise associated with a specific threat actor. This context informs containment strategies and remediation decisions. It also supports attribution and provides evidence to stakeholders and regulatory authorities when needed. Regular tabletop exercises and simulation drills are essential components of preparedness. In these controlled, scenario-based activities, incident response teams practice executing response plans, identifying weaknesses, and adjusting procedures. Tabletop exercises help participants build familiarity with their roles, understand escalation paths, and coordinate actions across departments. These simulations are especially valuable for uncovering gaps in documentation, communication, or decision-making authority that may not surface during actual incidents until it's too late. Defined roles and responsibilities are foundational to response coordination. Incident response teams typically include incident managers, technical leads, forensics specialists, communications coordinators, and legal or compliance representatives. Each role must have clearly documented duties and decision-making authority. Without clarity, critical tasks can be delayed or duplicated, and confusion during a high-stakes response can exacerbate the impact of the incident. Analysts help ensure that team members are trained and ready to act within their assigned scope. Communication is a core component of every incident response effort. Analysts must follow established communication protocols using secure and documented channels to share updates and coordinate activities. Communication plans define who is notified, when, and by what method. This includes internal stakeholders, executive leadership, customers, and potentially regulators or law enforcement. Predefined templates help ensure consistency and reduce delay. Timely, clear, and accurate communication reduces speculation and builds trust throughout the response process. Incident documentation must be detailed, accurate, and timely. Analysts record a complete history of the event, including discovery time, affected systems, attack vectors, timeline of actions taken, and outcome of remediation efforts. This documentation supports post-incident reviews, compliance audits, and insurance claims. It also provides valuable data for metrics reporting and future planning. Consistent documentation practices build institutional knowledge and reinforce accountability at every level of the response process. Incident response should be integrated with other cybersecurity systems to enhance coordination. Integration with security information and event management platforms allows for automatic alerting, ticket creation, and correlation of indicators of compromise. Vulnerability management platforms contribute by highlighting the weaknesses that led to the incident. Integration enables analysts to act quickly, using a centralized view of relevant data to contain threats, assign remediation tasks, and escalate decisions to leadership. Continuous improvement ensures that each incident strengthens future response efforts. Following every incident, response teams conduct structured post-incident reviews. These reviews identify what worked, what failed, and where improvements can be made. Lessons learned are used to update incident response playbooks, enhance security controls, and refine communication protocols. Analysts play a key role in capturing insights, facilitating reviews, and driving changes that reduce the likelihood and impact of future incidents. Regular training is crucial for maintaining readiness. Cybersecurity teams participate in workshops, scenario-based simulations, and refresher courses that reinforce core incident response skills. Training includes technical analysis, containment methods, forensic tools, and communication strategies. Non-security staff also receive awareness training on how to report suspicious activity, recognize phishing attempts, and support coordinated responses. Training builds confidence, improves coordination, and ensures consistency in response execution across the organization. Automation has become a powerful enabler of modern incident response. Security orchestration, automation, and response platforms allow organizations to execute predefined workflows automatically. These tools can isolate endpoints, disable user accounts, block malicious domains, and initiate forensic data collection without waiting for manual input. Automation accelerates response, reduces human error, and frees analysts to focus on strategic decisions. Playbooks guide these processes and ensure that automation aligns with organizational policies and compliance requirements. To conclude, episode 104, mastering incident response and management is essential for cybersecurity professionals and organizations alike. The ability to detect, analyze, contain, eradicate, recover from, and learn from security incidents is what transforms reactive organizations into resilient ones. By building structured response plans, assigning clear roles, conducting training and simulations, integrating with security systems, and embracing continuous improvement, analysts contribute to faster recoveries and reduced business impact. These principles form the backbone of Domain 3 and are vital for your success on the CySA Plus exam and beyond. Thanks for listening. To learn more about cybersecurity, please visit baremetalcyber.com. There you will find best-selling books, videos, and even more free cybersecurity training courses. Please subscribe to the Prepcast and our various podcasts. And thanks for listening.